to keep going when life gets tough. Every single dream you've ever had, whether it's starting a business, writing a book, pursuing a passion, or transforming your life, requires one thing: the courage to begin. But here's what often happens. We wait. We wait for the perfect time. We wait until we feel ready. We wait until we have enough money, enough experience, enough confidence. And while we wait, life passes us by. Let me tell you something powerful. You will never feel completely ready, and that's okay. Readiness is not a requirement for success. Courage is. Fear will always be there. Fear will tell you you're not good enough, not smart enough, not prepared enough. Fear will whisper that you might fail, that people might laugh, that it's too risky. But here's the truth. Fear is not a stop sign. Fear is a signal. It means you're stepping into new territory. It means you're growing. It means you're alive. Think of fear as the bodyguard of your dreams. It only shows up when something important is at stake. If it didn't matter, there would be no fear. Every person you admire started in fear. Steve Jobs was afraid when he launched Apple. Oprah was afraid when she stepped in front of her first camera. Beyonce was afraid the first time she stepped on stage. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to move forward anyway. Courage doesn't mean you're not afraid. Courage means you act in spite of fear. And here's the beautiful thing. Action kills fear. The moment you start, the fear begins to lose its power. The longer you stay frozen, the stronger fear becomes. So the best way to silence fear is to begin. Now, I want you to think about your own life. What dream have you been putting off because of fear? What idea have you been sitting on? What goal have you been too scared to pursue? Picture it clearly. Maybe it's a business. Maybe it's speaking in public. Maybe it's moving to a new place. See it in your mind right now. Now imagine what your life would look like if you started today. Picture yourself taking that first step. How would you feel? Excited, nervous, proud, free? Because here's the truth. Time will pass anyway. 1 year from now, you could be living a completely different life, or you could be in the exact same place, still waiting. The only difference will be whether you had the courage to begin. So how do we build that courage? First, we shift our perspective on fear. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is proof that you're about to do something meaningful. If it didn't matter, you wouldn't feel fear. So when fear shows up, instead of running from it, lean in. Ask yourself, what is this fear trying to protect me from? And what is it keeping me from achieving? Second, lower the pressure of perfection. So many of us never start because we think it has to be perfect, but perfection is a prison. You don't need perfect, you need progress. The first step doesn't have to be flawless, it just has to be taken. Third, focus on small actions. Don't try to climb the whole mountain in a day, just take the next step. If you want to write a book, don't worry about 200 pages, just write 1 page today. If you want to get healthy, don't worry about losing 50 pounds. Just take a walk today. Small steps, consistently taken, lead to massive change. Fourth, change your environment. Surround yourself with people who encourage your courage, not feed your fear. If the people around you are always doubting, always criticizing, always reminding you of your limitations, it will be harder to move forward. Find voices that lift you, inspire you, and push you. Finally, remember this. Courage is contagious. Every time you step forward, not only do you inspire yourself, you inspire others. You give permission for those around you to dream bigger and act bolder. So today, I want you to make a promise to yourself. No more waiting for perfect. No more waiting for ready. No more waiting for fear to disappear. Today is the day you begin. Fear often disguises itself as logic. It says it's not the right time. It says you don't have enough money. It says you don't have enough experience. But here's the secret. Most of the time, those are not facts. They are excuses dressed as wisdom. Think about this. When Walt Disney pitched Disneyland, people thought he was crazy. They said it would fail. They said it was too expensive, too risky. But he didn't wait for everyone to believe. He believed enough to begin. When J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter, she was a single mother living on welfare. She didn't wait until she had money, until she had approval, until she had confidence. She just started writing. When you take the first step, doors open that you could not have seen before. But if you stay still, those doors remain invisible. Action reveals opportunities. And yes, you will stumble, you will make mistakes, you will face setbacks. But failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. Every mistake teaches you, every setback strengthens you, every no redirects you closer to your yes. The people who win are not the people who never fail. They are the people who refuse to quit. Here's another truth. Starting is the hardest part. Once you begin, momentum builds. Think about pushing a car. At first, it feels impossible. It's heavy, it's stuck. But once you get it moving, it gets easier. Your dream is the same way. The hardest push is at the start, but once you're in motion, momentum carries you. So how do you keep moving when fear tries to pull you back? Reframe failure. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask, what if I succeed? Instead of fearing mistakes, see them as stepping stones. Thomas Edison said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. And that's how you need to see your journey. Practice daily courage. Courage is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start with small acts of courage, speaking up in a meeting, introducing yourself to someone new, sharing your ideas. Each small act prepares you for bigger ones. Visualize your future self. Picture yourself 1 year from now, living the life you desire because you had the courage to begin. Feel that version of you. Hold on to it. That vision will pull you forward when fear tries to hold you back. Detach from opinions. Fear of judgment stops more dreams than fear of failure. But let me remind you, people will talk no matter what. If you fail, they'll talk. If you succeed, they'll talk. So you might as well do what sets your soul on fire. Anchor yourself in purpose. When your why is strong enough, nothing can stop you. When you're clear on why you're doing it, for your family, for your future, for your legacy, you'll find courage you didn't know you had. And finally, remember this. Courage is not about one giant leap. It's about a series of small, brave steps. Over time, those steps create a new life. So I ask you again, what dream have you been putting off? What idea have you been too afraid to begin? Don't let fear steal your future. Don't let doubt decide your destiny. The time will never be perfect. You will never feel completely ready. And that's okay. All you need is the courage to begin. Because once you begin, you'll discover that you were always capable. You'll discover that fear was just smoke, not fire. You'll discover that your strength was bigger than your doubt. And one day, you'll look back and realize the scariest step was the first one, but it was also the most important. So don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for fear to leave. Begin today. Begin now. And when you do, you will not only change your life, you will light the path for others to change theirs too.